Your childhood is controlling you. How to stop hurting and move on. Written by Supesche. Narrated by Supesche. Chapter 1. The Kickout. Growing up, my mom would ignore me every time I did something she didn't like. My mom was a very strict and controlling parent. If I did anything that wasn't exactly how she wanted me to do it, she wouldn't talk to me. Sometimes this lasted days, other times this lasted months. Mind you, we were in the same house. Imagine asking simple questions only for your mother to look straight through you as if you were invisible. That happened on and off up until I got kicked out at 15 years old. It was the day after Christmas and one of those periods in which I was invisible to my mom. I'd been working since I was 13, so I had some money, and I knew that everything went on sale the day after Christmas. Even though I was invisible to my mother at that time, I left her a note to let her know where I was going and who I was going with. I was going to the mall with my family friend's son, Tommy, who lived with my grandmother at the time. On our way back home, I decided to take the bus back to my grandma's house with him since he was less likely to get jumped if he was walking with a female. Hashtag Hood Psychology 101. We got back to my grandmother's house, and while we were talking, I made a joke saying, "Yeah, I had to get him back home on time before he gets in trouble." We all laughed. This will be important later in the book. I went next door to speak to my great-grandma, and my cousin was over there. She tells me that my mom called to ask if I was there. My grandmother and my great-grandmother lived in a duplex right beside each other. My mother called my great-grandmother's house, and my cousin didn't know that I was next door. My cousin agreed to take me home since my whole family lived 5 minutes away from each other, so it wasn't too much of a hassle. I took notice that my cousin was in a bad mood. I later discovered that for some reason, she's always in a bad mood around Christmas time. Ironically enough, she also has one son who she was not speaking to at this time. So, she dropped me off, and I ran up the stairs of my apartment building, bags in hand, and walked in the door. My mother was sitting on the couch staring at me with the illest look I've ever seen. If you've seen the movie Precious, just picture the scene when Monique was sitting in that raggedy chair staring at Precious. She looked just like that. She was ignoring me at the time, so I was surprised she was actually looking at me. I nervously giggled. "What? What did I do? Why are you looking at me like that?"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?